Hello there, these were friends. Welcome back to another video by a friend, Dee. So here, in this video, we will be drawing a fairy. Oh, and just before I forget, Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you have amazing plans for your Happy New Year's. Okay, so let's get on with it. Now, I'm going to be drawing the image of a fairy girl, and other than my other drawing video and coloring video, this one is much harder. So in this one, it's a little more harder with a little more shading and darker lines. So that's what I'll be doing now. Yeah, that's just my mom. Okay, let's continue. So I'm just gonna start off with how the position is gonna be. So I'm just gonna do it the way the other YouTubers do it sometimes to get it right. So I'm just gonna draw a little angle here. So like just lightly I'm gonna make the sorry. So just lightly I'm just gonna make a nice little shading of what the thing is actually looking like. So I'm just gonna get that shape and then I'm gonna actually do the drawing. So I'm just gonna make this like that, and then like that. Now I'm gonna move on to the part where I get the other leg, and then I get the heel, okay. So here there's supposed to be like the skirt. No way, I just drew a blob to represent the skirt, and then there'll also be kind of these leaf type of things flying down here. So I'm also just gonna draw the hand. And then okay, now so that's how we do the stencil of the body. Now I'm just gonna move on to the head. So I'm gonna make the stencil of the head. Since this is since as I told you, much more difficult art, I'm gonna just do the stencil and then quickly speed draw the whole thing. Okay, so that's gonna be it. And then here we're just gonna have the hair, a little bun here, and then the hair comes over here, and then just a little eye and a smiley. Okay, now here comes the trace, the real kind of difficult trace part. So now we've got this butterfly wing here, kind of just, okay, never mind. The butterfly is harder than I thought. Whew. Okay, let's keep going. So now we just kind of lifted it up and it's gonna come out like this. So it's just gonna keep curving and then curving and curving and curving until we get to the point where it kind of just comes up like this, okay? And now we come to the bottom part. So we do kind of like this drop shape, and then we go like this, and and then along with these the red thingies, we also have to kind of make it go like this or something, and then another little tail like that. Okay, no, the tail looks too weird. It looks like a cat's tail, honestly, even though it's supposed to look a lot like a butterfly's. So let's just make it thinner. Yeah, so if I just make it this much, then I can make it like this. Okay, and then like that. So that's how it's gonna go. Now we can actually start. So I'm just gonna start off by making her head kind of look better. Okay. then we move. Okay, so I just noticed that the neck is a little too tall, so I'm just gonna rub that out. I'm just gonna put it all the way up to here. And I'm gonna fix the mouth as well. Okay, so in the same way as the other video, I've got an image next to me right here. So now I'm just gonna copy that and draw the whole thing. So honestly, it's not coming out very well so far. So I've decided I'll focus on that later. And for now, I'm just gonna focus on the bottom part. And I'm just gonna make the skirt already. So I do have to make a few small changes here and there, but not that big of any change. So here, okay, so it's kind of like just leaves, ribbon type of leaves flowing down the skirt, kind of like that. Sorry. And then we also have it like this, and kind of like a thicker leaf, but except thinner, something. I'm not really sure how to draw that one, so I'm just gonna draw this. Okay, there's also kind of like an extra little leaf here, so I'm just gonna draw that. And now we also have a little extra leaves over here. And then we do this. And we make another kind of thread leaf type of thing. A ribbon leaf type of thing, yeah. And then we do this and we continue to make it look a little all wiggly and all. Okay, honestly, this isn't working out because everything is just getting mixed up. So I'm just gonna take out that little second tail there that was supposed to be there in the image, and I'm just gonna sorry, do the rest of the parts. And so I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna do everything my way because I'm not able to do it in the way of the image. So I'm gonna just draw a bunch of ribbons kind of floating like this. Okay. And since it's just 2 ribbons right now, I'm just gonna keep drawing until I get the most amount of ribbons that kind of satisfy me. I'm just gonna do that. Okay. And then okay, so now I'm kind of done with the ribbon like leaves, and now I'm going to be moving on with now I'm gonna just think. So which part do you think I should move on? Okay, so I'm just gonna add the details first, and then kind of add this. Okay, so that's done. And now, as I told you, I also need to deal with the problem of the head, but I feel like doing that last, like all the way in the last. So I'm just gonna move on to the feet now. Okay. I'm just gonna draw the little tiny toes. Sorry. Okay, and now I'm just gonna draw her Barbie feet. And okay, so that's how it is. And then after that, we can move on to the wings now. Okay, so I'm just gonna darken the lines a little. Okay, now for the top part, I just need to do like this, and then like this, and then after that, I just kind of like a normal butterfly. I color most of the outlining black. Now this, and this, then this, then this, and this. So we've got this part. So I'm just gonna tilt this a little like this. Now I'm gonna do that. And then I'm just gonna add these lines and just make it how it should be. So I'm not really sure about the wings because all that's supposed to come is like hair here. So I'm just gonna leave that part out, and I'm just gonna draw the little extra part here. Okay. Now, okay. So this one's a lot more difficult to plan, and I'm just gonna move on here. And then to that, oh wait, no. Just did a little something wrong. Now, I'll do this and like this. And now I continue kind of just wading through these little parts. And now these gaps here, I'm just gonna color them in. Okay. And now just keep going like this. Now I'm just gonna twist it like this to make the coloring easier. Okay, I'm gonna twist it back. So far we finished one part of the wings. One last part is there because we gotta draw the other wing. If we get that, so we do that, and then like normal, we do that, and then like this, and then we just do the actual thing. We color it in now. Okay, so now that is it. So that's it for the wings. And now as sorry, as I was saying, I still need to do a lot more. Like there's a lot of shading, and I also noticed that in the image they had a lot of strings on the legs, like not just normal strings just going here and there. I mean like just strings wrapped around the leg. So I'm just gonna do that, and then like this magical leaf type of thing coming here. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and then okay, and so that is how it is. And I think there's kind of like a kneecap thing or something here. So I'm just gonna add that because it had more of that vibe where it's that type of girl. So yeah, now it's like that. And now, as I told you guys, I'm gonna do the head last. So now I finished everything and I need to move on to that. And honestly, the head situation is not looking very good because I am not the best at drawing heads. Okay. So now we keep going. So we just gotta finish off the parts here. I just keep skipping off the part where I'm supposed to be at the head. So I'm just gonna finish this one, like the extra stuff and all, later, and I'm gonna do the head right now because we can't just kind of leave everything, and that would just make the picture look bad. Yeah. And now we are just gonna carefully trace the lips out. Okay, now it's just shortly upward like this much, and then okay, I'm really nervous about the head right now. Okay, and then we get some hair here, and then okay, now I just draw the hair. I just draw like the hair and all. And I also notice she has quite elf-like ears, so I'm just gonna draw that. Okay, and then just gonna keep doing this, just gonna keep making the hair and that little bun there, and then I slowly start drawing like this, like just loose strings of hair coming here and there. Okay, and then I don't really care about the hair design anymore. Like, I just care about getting it done. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So now I've added a little hair just coming to the side. And now, just to get everything over with, I'm gonna do the face. Honestly, the face is kind of male-like, so I'm never gonna get this figured out. 10. And then do that, and I add that. Okay, and then now okay, I just don't get it. How do I get the nose to be proper? So maybe I go like this, and then maybe it'll come properly. Okay, that looks stupid now. Oh my god, I'm now get this figured out. Okay, let's not lose hope though, because after all, I did say it would be harder. So just keep going. Honestly, I don't really care about the face anymore. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Yeah, that's it. And now, just to make it look less gothic, like less with all the hair just piling onto the face, I'm gonna move that there, and yeah. And now I'm gonna draw the eyes. And just draw the upper lid. Now I'm just gonna draw a small eyebrow here. And then as for the lip, I'm just gonna put it all black there. Yeah, okay. Now we've actually got a hold of it since the head is kind of done. So now this is how a character will be looking. Now I'm just gonna shade it lightly. So unlike the other video, I'm not gonna be coloring this. and I'm just gonna shade the whole thing. So just a little bit, of course. Okay, so there's a lot of strings of hair in different shades of black, so yeah, it's hard. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that and then lightly color the top part and then make the top part a little more, say, a little more darker. Yeah, so let's say it like that. Then I'm just gonna pull kind of strands of hair and pluck them all together. And then just randomly color them. It's not a big deal anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna randomly color the whole thing. And then gonna move on. And then just do that. Okay, so now we're done with that part for the shading. And now I'm just gonna slowly just do this, because that's what the wings kind of look like in the image. So just slowly do this. Okay. And now I'm gonna be shading the rest of the thing. Okay. And then, so that's how it's gonna look for now, since we still got a lot of shading to finish. As you can see, now I'm just gonna finish the dress, because I just remembered that I needed to finish and kind of just fix the dress a little. And then just add the rest of the thing, the cap and the ribbons. And then add it like that. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. Okay, just lightly kind of shade it here, and then sorry, and then just do this. Just slowly just shade everything gray, because that's how it is in the image. Just everything gray. So here it's kind of like they leave the white part in the middle like that. So I'm just gonna do the same, since that is how it should be. Now I'm gonna just make this ribbon here a little darker, because it's kind of underneath all the other ribbons. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, so now doing that. And also, I just noticed I still need to shade the dress, so that's what I'm gonna do. And also, it's kind of like multi-strands just sticking everywhere. That's what I'm gonna do. Since you do understand that it's just kind of like weaving the straws together, it's kind of like that, and just weaving the leaves, the grass together, and then making these tiny outfits for themselves. So that's kind of what they do most of the time. Now I'm going to just darken it a little since her arm is here. And I'm also going to darken it here since there's hair covering it. I'm just going to add a little over here. Now I'm just going to do a little this. Okay. And then we can also kind of upgrade the little hand here. I completely forgot about the hand when I was stressing about the head, and yeah, so I just completely forgot I had to do the hand. So now here I am back with the hand. Okay, and then like that. Okay, so that's kind of how it looks. Honestly, the palm isn't really shown there, so I'm just gonna make it like extra thin. Okay, no, that's too deep. Sorry, little throat issues. Okay, now we have got around the part where we're done with the hand. So other than just finishing the fairy right now, I did notice that we still had some plants around her to finish, so that's what I'm gonna be doing soon. I just need to add a little shade into these ribbons. Okay, I don't know why I sang that. Okay, that was weird. Whatever. Okay, so let's just keep shading. And now we add a little like that. Okay, so this is how it is right now. Now we are going to move on to little plants around her. And I did notice that she's not really flying, so I decided I'd add the ground for her. So I'm just gonna do that. I know Christmas is over, I just like these type of stuff. And it's plus it's a new ruler, so I just want to use it. So here's the ground over here, and okay. So for this one, this is another reason it's a lot harder, because now I kind of need to just make the background instead of just drawing the actual image. So yeah, now I'm gonna just draw a little plant sprouting out here, and like this. So I'm gonna keep doing it like this for the next few minutes. Leaves are kind of spiky in this image. I don't know why. Kind of curved and spiky, and just a little cute, honestly. So yeah, just gonna keep making it like this, since that is how it should be. Okay, now comes the flowers, the pretty difficult part. Okay, now something like this, or something. It looks like a cat now. It looks like a cat, like just 3 whiskers and then 2 eyes here, and then just the little mouth and nose here. And then there you got your little cat. Little flower cat, that is. And then also these flowers are kind of spreading out the petals, so there should be like that little nectar thingy that bees kind of land on in the middle. So that's what I'm drawing right now. It looks terrible, but I guess it looks fine. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, this looks ridiculous. Okay, honestly, nothing's really working here right now. So I'm just gonna ignore everything and just keep going. And maybe even take a little yapping break. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're done with that one. It's looking pretty good so far, so I'm gonna keep going. Okay. I just noticed I might need to draw a little grass here. Noticed. Okay. Okay, now it's a little hard. Because I don't exactly know what to do with the floor. Because it's just empty. So I'm gonna need to think for a little while what I'm gonna do with the floor. But while I think, we can also continue drawing the rest of the flowers. Let's keep doing that. And I also noticed that the person, I put a little signature of their name here. So I'm just gonna write that at the end, like at the end of the whole video. Now I'm just gonna draw random vines here and random leaves and random flowers everywhere because it's getting too hot to navigate all these plants. But actually, it's just sprouting out of the seed. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. It's kind of like tree plants, honestly. That's what it looks like in the image. Okay. Okay. Now I think we just make a bunch of leaves here and there. And then finally we kind of just draw the last little plant thingy here. So it doesn't really look like a tree and it doesn't look like a plant, since that's why it's called magical. So I'm just gonna draw random patterns everywhere for the plant because it's really confusing since I've been saying that for the past few minutes. You probably understand. So then think something like this. I think something went wrong. The drawing. Yeah, something went wrong. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw a lot of petals, just like big petals, big round petals. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look for now, I guess. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. And now I'm gonna connect it together. So that is the end of that. Now, the last thing I need to do are kind of shade it a little and fix the ground. And for the ground, all I'm gonna do is add a little humps. Like I'm just gonna erase the ground a little, add a few humps and all, and then there, I've got it. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen next. And then we are complete. So let's keep going. Okay, and then kind of just add this. Okay, something like this. And then there's also a little shadowing on the ground. Okay. Okay, so let me do that. And we add a little shadowing here because of the flower above. Now we can add a little here. So just gonna keep shadowing and shadowing until we get to the part where we're supposed to fix the ground. Okay. So finished most of it, and now we're kind of getting close to finishing the ground, honestly, right now. Okay, so let's keep going. We're almost there, so we can just keep going until the end, and then fix the ground, and then done. So that's it. Okay, I've been saying that literally 3 times now. It's best to stop. Okay, now we're gonna move on. Okay, I'm just gonna fix a few last things, and then we're done. Okay, so this is it. This is our drawing. Okay, wait. Sorry, forgot to add something. And I also just realized I could just kind of rub it like this to make that shadow effect. Okay. And then we finish it off like this. Okay, so this is the end. This is it. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed with how I managed to do it in some time. I don't know how much time has passed. But obviously, I did take a while, but still, it looks amazing. I want you guys to comment what you think of it and what do you think maybe I should do next. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!